night that you came here. It's time we were gone. No more holding your breath, dear. Our time has come.
James had seen me play cello with another actor, Megan Clancy, at a gig, and then he'd messaged me on Facebook and asked if I would like to get involved. I said I would.
He played a gig with me and then caught me unawares and said, oh, I happen to need some strings, and I went, oh, okay, fair enough.
I was thinking of like dun dun da dun da dun dun da dun da. Put them over here. It's so orchestral. Ah,
That sounds
beautiful, Martin. Well done, sir.
kind of in over the top, extra bits in over the top.
It's.
You can't tell.
I know.
It sounds
like he's got 8 arms, doesn't it?
But some of them extra bits were over there somewhere, so it was like
so it was like coming,
And the whole creative process is so easy and fun because we're mates. You know, we're mates that just happen to be into this same thing. Musically, we're becoming so much more together. Things are happening real easy.
It's a rap.
Terrible.
It's a rap.
I talk a lot, you did.
I'm not the talker.
I don't look like...
She's the gobby one.
I just look around and I'm just like, oh.
Kim and Ash, how I met Kim and Ash. This is a nice story. I needed backing vocals in my old band, put something out on Twitter, and Kim came back really quick. So long story short, we auditioned them. I thought they were fantastic. From that moment I knew that I wanted to work with them.
We ended up being really good friends with them, didn't we?
Yeah, then we started working on loads of like original material, adding harmonies and sort of experimenting, because he hadn't worked with female vocals before, so it was sort of experimenting with what we could do on his tracks, and then it kind of became not us just being backing singers but more a 3 equal part harmony group, so it's very much the 3 of us now, not just him with 2 backing singers.
They just transformed and made it sound so much better, and we kind of did stripped back versions and they really worked, so I thought, right, let's continue on that vein and go more stripped back and make the lyrics mean something, and let's the 3 of us use our voices to carry that across, you know.
It works really
He basically
well,
fell in love with us.
Yeah, he's our little brother.
He is.
They're both fantastic solo singers in their own right. You know, they were underselling themselves as backing singers basically. They're both extremely good vocalists, and basically they end up making me sound good, so I can just sit in between these 2 sounding amazing and just sort of sing how I sing, and it masks beautifully, so the 3 sound really good. Kim and Ash are my metaphorical shower cubicle. Yeah, that's going to sound really odd out of context. You better not just edit that in so that's all I say, because that'll sound wrong.
Fun, I would say. We just
But
love
our part. It's
experimenting,
fun,
with the music, obviously. Just James will hear something, and then we just build on it and build on it and build on it. So he's bringing other like session musicians in, and we're just having a great time, aren't we?
And it's just pretty much music from the heart. Do you know what I mean? It's all written from the heart.
There's stories behind every single song.
Very sort of, pardon the word, but exposing. Do you know what I mean? Because we're putting this music down, we're putting it out there, and people, I think, are either gonna love it or hate it, because it is it's sort of
raw.
Yeah.
But because the story and the lyrics are fictitious, we thought we should really just roll with that and do a completely fictitious film around it, which is where the music video comes in.
Ooh. Hi! Hi! Who are you meant to be? Who are you meant to look like?
Oh yeah.
This guy here.
That's Lee.
Hey, so you're quite similar.
Yeah, well, when he's got this getup on, he look really pretty.
Hi,
I've got your vest on.
Hi.
Had myself out.
Yeah. You know, your boobs are quite similar. Yeah, they're quite close.
It's something that I get used to, and you get used to trying to get a performance out of someone who doesn't quite understand the mechanics of it. So it's a completely different process to get something out of a non-actor than it would be for someone who'd been trained. The major difference comes in the understanding of what an actor is doing. Various lip sync moments. So we've got we're moving fast now, which is you, and we've got. There's no turning back now from you.
And do you know that there's no turning back now, but we need to pull the car in?
Yeah, we need to pull the car into your.
He's going to be driving, like in the driving seat.
We should find it. Maybe we could get a shot of it, the car pulling in wherever we do then. When it's people who haven't performed before, the best thing usually to do is to sort of just say, look, just to relax and make sure that they don't pay too much attention to the camera and know what mark to hit, where to stand, and what it is they're doing. So that's sort of the steps I've had to go through with you, Kim and Ash, of course. And it's been a delight to work with. You know, it's just, I'm really impressed with the footage, to be honest. I mean, all three of you've said, you know, we're not actors, but you're especially when you're together, so relaxed and so you've got a lot of levity. You're just so happy a lot of the time, making each other laugh, that inevitably helps.
Very difficult. I am not an actor. You'll see that in the film. I'm not an actor at all. It's the oddest thing. Like, over time, I've become less aware of the camera, which is great. But you know, at first, you're so aware. Every movement that you do, everything that you do, has got to be natural. So I don't foresee any acting career coming my way whatsoever. But acting when you're pissed is a whole different ball game, because you know, the pub scene. You know, dead simple scene. Like, the three of us go to the bar, I get the drinks in, the two girls disappear, I pay Richie the barman, have a sip of the pint, nice one, gangster comes up next to me, I do one, because I'm a bit scared. Right? That's the scene. But we must have done that, at least 20 times, not even exaggerating. In every scene, a little sip of the pint. Every retake we did, Richie's topping up the pint, you know, with not even the same kind of lager, just different random lager, right? I didn't even know this. So we started at 9 in the morning, 8:30, 9 in the morning, and so every little sup of this pint kept going down, and by about take 8 I was kind of feeling a bit like I was on a boat. I was feeling a bit weird, you know. And then you're trying to direct me, and it's supposed to be this really serious scene where I'm looking at Simon going, oh shit. I don't even remember most of it. I have odd flashbacks in the night, like, we did a pub scene. Yeah.
Who's been winning the chess game?
Nobody. We set up what looks like a random chess game.
But you've never even touched it?
Not really.
Been too busy with that to do that?
Yes.
How could you? Hiding. Are you a gangster?
Don't look like one. Getting pissed already.
Liam has done a great job on the making of footage as well. I hadn't seen it till very recently, and I know that we've got days to go, so I'm working really hard on that. But the footage that's there is so useful, and I didn't know that half as much was captured of me telling people what to do. It's come together very nicely, and in no small part thanks to all the organisation that's been done by all you three as well. So we're I'm very much indebted to you as much as either way, definitely.
Okay, so that's all the audio that's going to the studio today. It's all come from here, and it's gone onto there via that hard drive there. So I'm taking the hard drive to the studio. I'm going to get all the audio off it and mix it. And what's going to be really special is we're going to be putting the studio bridge reverb on it. So it's going to be cool. Yes, it is.
Yeah, Ginger Music Company, sink or swim. Originally he came to me and he said, I've got this, there's a few spaces that I absolutely love in town and I really want to record in these spaces. So I looked at them and thought, that's going to be slightly problematic, you know, for all the reasons that you can imagine.
I was a bit gutted. But what he did say was he's got this gizmo that can record the reverb sound of any location, anywhere.
Why don't we record the space and then add the space to the recording? Which kind of was met with, what? So, I mean, it's actually not a difficult thing to do. It's a bit geeky. But essentially all you're doing is you're sending a signal into the space.
The sine wave goes...
And then you're recording that with a pair of stereo microphones, and then you remove that impulse, and what you're left is the impulse response. in this case it's the reverb. So it's the sound of the bridge. Actually, we recorded a couple of different bridges. The second one, yeah, was a bit smellier than the first one. And eventually we got it together and it sounded fantastic. And the result is, basically, I'll give you a little solo here. And you can really hear the sound of the hugeness of the space, you know. Yeah, it was a lot of fun doing that, actually. Yeah, good crack.
Everyone, it's been so much fun, and the support we've had has been unreal as well.
It's been amazing.
You know, that day we turned up and all those extras were there at 8 o'clock in the morning for the video. And
for the video or for the drink?
Well, they still had to pay. Yeah. But it was just overwhelming, really overwhelming.
Hell of a lot's gone into it. It's not just been making a single and a video, it's kind of been the forming of the band as well, figuring out how we operate within the three of us, getting extra amazing musicians involved. It's been a whole writing, recording, filming sort of extravaganza. And with regards to Kim and Ash, they're just wonderful. You know, they've each got a unique tone to the voice, which I absolutely love. And we're learning to sort of play to our strengths, utilise what works best, you know.
Hi James. Hi. We love you.
I've got a lot of love for those two, obviously. And musically, we've just gelled and formed something really cohesive. And the three of us now, might sound corny, but the three of us sing as one.
Probably it might be the beginning of something quite nice, you know, rather than being the end of this little project. I think we maybe like just cemented a little something between us, you know. Feels like I certainly would love to go and do some more stuff here.
It's like you say, this is the end of one chapter. I think the next one's going to be even so much more exciting because the songs are going to be completely fresh, whereas as we've already said, there's some of the songs that we've got now have been around a while and we've worked on them together, haven't we? But the next lot are going to be even better.
Deliberate effort to give this whole project momentum. It's not just a one-off thing. It's not just a video and a single. It's an EP that's eventually coming out, and we're releasing songs off that EP. Like I say, every 8 to 10 weeks.
And we're ready.
We are ready
to
for
start doing that already, because obviously, although nobody's heard the EP and these songs that are going to be released, we worked on them a long time ago. Well, it feels like a long time ago now, so we're ready to move on from that. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's exciting to be going on to the next stage. I can't wait.
It's exciting. It's good because it's something that the three of us love doing. It's not a chore, and everything that we do, we kind of do to the best quality that we can. You know, we just want to put something out that's worthwhile and that isn't half-arsed. You know, it's got to mean something. It's got to be just right.